All right, I'm live. Let's see, come on. I am live, yep. Hold on. Put this down. And, oh, right. I don't know why I'm on YouTube, it's probably instinct. Okay, hold on, let me turn off Bluetooth. Let me go to it. Great, there it is. Mm-hmm. Great. Hold on, let me put on the music. Let's see. Great, it's working as intended. Yup. Well, all right. So I've been cheating on you guys. I've been cheating on you. I drew off stream because it's like sometimes I just want to draw for like 20 minutes. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to get a whole like invested in an hour or something like stream. You know, sometimes I'm like, okay, I got a bit of time. Let's go and let's draw for a few minutes. So this is what I did. I think this is where I stopped off stream, right? And this is what I did. No, this is what I did off stream. So I just want you to see just an overall of what I did, and there it is. I made this distance smaller. This right here, it was too big, so I basically just grabbed this and lassoed it a bit upwards. I messed with the light more, so she's more accurate to real life, as you can see. I changed the eye color. I made it proper, and look at this. These are all grays, so don't think that it's blue or something. It's just gray, and because it's so overpowered by yellow, it looks like blue because it's the opposite color. And as it tries to go, this is where I'm at, right? As it tries to go towards the blues, it stops at the grays. That's literally that. It's that simple. You can either go through the greens or through the reds. I personally prefer the reds. Most artists prefer the reds. Sometimes, and very not often, it goes to the greens. Like the eyes right here go. You see, it's through the. This is here. It goes through the greens, and it doesn't reach all the way because, of course, it doesn't. So it gives the look of like not blue, because this isn't blue, but this I went through the reds. I wanted to go through the reds. This is something that if you don't know about it already, you most likely should watch a video. Marco Bucci made a video about this. I will not bore you with this kind of information, okay? I will not bore you with this, because this is the type of information that most beginners don't need. Okay, this is something that you don't need. If you are a beginner, you should focus more on value. Okay, don't focus on a lot of stuff. I'm just checking my video, but I have good quality. I cannot complain. about my quality. Is it buffering? Hold on, I'm sorry, I just want to, if you're watching the VOD, just skip a few seconds ahead, okay? Just pam 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 pam. Because this is so annoying. I wanna check it, because how many times I have this happen, because sometimes I just literally, the things are going wrong, but if I don't check it, I don't know that it's going wrong, you know? So I have to check it, because sometimes this happens to me, is like, I stream and I stop checking because I know it's annoying. If you are tuning into the stream, you're instantly gonna go off, you know, because I'm like looking at the other screen and not talking at all, you know. But sometimes stuff like, I don't know, it just randomly stops working, my microphone stops working, my audio is like, my video is showing 1 frame per 5 seconds, it's like a slideshow, and then you won't watch that too. And then I go to edit a video and bam, the whole live stream is like that, you know, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, oh no, you know, I just want to be safe, you know, I want to be safe, because I don't want to find out that, oh, like, this didn't go, this drawing that I made, I cannot make a video about it, you know, I cannot make a video about on my live stream because it just was bugged, you know. No, that's not how I'm gonna do this. Anyway, honestly, there's not much left to do on this. It's basically almost finished. Of course, I could tweak a lot of stuff, but I don't really care. I practice what I preach, and what I preach is to, whenever it starts reading, you just stop. Okay, so now it's reading. I can understand what it is. It's reading, so I will just fix this hair right here and I will stop. And then I'm gonna start another drawing. I have a suggestion, but I don't know, you tell me what you guys think. I want to do the white monster effect guy, you know, like the guy that like does like the, you know, like the faces, and with the white monster. And I want to do this, but with this color scheme. Hold on, can I maybe move the hue? Not with so without the greens, I just want this powerful blues like this, and the rest to be like this overpowering white. You see, like this. This is how I want the color palette to be. This one is really great, this color palette. I always was good with colors. I don't like to preach. I don't like to not preach. I don't like to show off, but I always am good with colors. You know, I have always been good with colors. It's not that colors are easy. You know, it's like, it depends. You know, what I wanted to show off right now is like this, like joy. You know, so what is joy? So I think of joy, and what are the colors that I think of whenever I think of happiness and joy? Pink and yellow, you know, yellowish towards like this color spectrum, this and this. This is what I think of whenever I think of joy. You know, if this was serene, I would pick this color palette, very gray. Let me give you another example. Epic or rageful, this color palette, this right here. Color spectrum, excuse me, or how can I put this, pie of the color spectrum. If I were to say early morning, this is what this is your space right here, this right here, the greens, with a few exceptions of the reds, you know, just a few clouds. Once you learn that, let's say nightlife, you know, like a cyberpunkish style, this right here, you know, it's just that simple. It's so simple, but it's so difficult at the same time. If you don't know what your color palette should be, that's difficult to figure out then. But if you do know what your theme or whatever you want to call this is, then it's not difficult. Then it's fairly straightforward, you know. It also depends because look, I always do this by how I see persona, you know. So this is Aurora, and Aurora, like the singer, Aurora, I'm gonna call her how I would pronounce it. Aurora is, in my opinion, she gives off the vibe of like giddy, you know, like very happy, you know, creative. So this is what I churned out. This is what I thought about, you know. So this is the color palette that I came up with for her exact character, let's say. But for example, I have Sophie Thatcher right here. I don't know why, I just felt like this. Honestly, I could have went more towards, hold on, no, here, this color palette, more desaturated and towards the blues, but I really like this palette. This one was more, I don't like the actual drawing, but this palette was more what I envisioned for her, so it's a lot like, it depends a lot on the person. This one was just me wanting to do combinations with this powerful red. Color palettes are kind of weird to explain, you know. It's like, this right here was the reference was like this, so I just said, okay, let's do this whenever somebody else made the color palette. This right here, I wanted it to be like this, you see, like this style, but I wanted to make it happy and it looks weird, so I just stopped. I have a lot more examples to give. Hold on, let me just search for another example. So this right here, I wanted her to be royalty. This is what I imagined, royalty, a queen basically. So this is the color palette that I came up with. It's like a lot of stuff, you know. It's like, this is my best drawing in my own opinion in terms of technical skill. I have lots of drawings. This is Juice WRLD. So this one was the one that I was most methodical about, this color palette. I learned from Van Gogh to do this, and from that portrait. And as you can see, this is me. This is my first attempt at this style. So I failed, in my own opinion. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, no, you didn't. That's really good, bro. Let's be real. Let's not. I love the flattery. I love the sentiment. Let's be real. Let's not joke around. Let's not. It was failed. But this one was a huge success. And this one is one of my most underrated drawings or art pieces or whatever you want to call it. Even like, look, even the sunglasses. And how you can tell whether or not a color palette is great is whether or not whenever you go out and you squint or you blur your vision. I can blur my vision because I don't know why. I don't know if normal people can do that. But if you blur your vision, if it still reads, and it reads, so, and it doesn't look off, so that's great. Here I was experimenting with the color palette for this right here. I don't really like this. The skin looks way off. I should have this was done in grayscale and then I brought it back. I should have switched to color and back and forth like I did, like nowadays, like I do. But to get to this part, you have to get to this knowledge, you have to fail. Like right now I know this knowledge, so this is how my process looks like with colors, right? So right here I just had an idea of the color palette at first and I was like, put it down quickly. I just want to put it down quickly. And then I just did. And then I was looking through my phone and I saw this artist that drew a Chinese artist that drew like a beautiful woman with like a dress that kind of like morphs into butterflies. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to search for it and find it. Just imagine it. And I was like, why do these colors look so good? And then I realized that she had like a lot of grays at the left down edge. And then I realized that the colors look so good because of those grays. In here, I just took a random picture outside and I really liked the textures, so I put that texture there, so it gives me a bit of variety. This, of course, can be done with brushes or photo bashing. In my own opinion, I know many people don't like photo bashing, I don't care. I could have done that myself. I just wanted to hurry it up. If you can do it by yourself, learn how to do it and then, because it will give you a mastery that cannot be changed. If you master textures, then you can cheat with textures, because then you understand them, and whenever you understand it, it's way easier to morph it into whatever you want. If you just cheat, you just put the photo bashing, you just let it go, then you will not, how can I put this? You will not be able to manipulate it. It will always be a happy accident. It will not be controlled, and that's not what you want. You want a streamlined process, You don't want, this is why, I make a lot of videos, and one guy commented, the one good drawing and the imposter syndrome is so real. Do you know why you get one good drawing and imposter syndrome? I also get this. It's because you don't streamline and you're not consistent. You don't streamline your process. If your process is streamlined, seamless, and basically very tight-knit, you will get very consistent results. Think of like mangakas or comic book artists. They have a streamlined process. Even though they sacrifice on actual quality, the process is streamlined, and because of that, the style is consistent. Okay? So these are subjects that are just details, the cherry on top. It's not really that important, okay? I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Colors. About colors I could talk a lot, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Value is what matters the most. I know I'm like an old record. I just keep repeating myself, but there's a reason why I keep repeating myself, okay? This is not... I'm not just a crazy person, okay? I have a reason for repeating myself, because it's true. It is true, value is really important, and learn value. Learn value. If you learn value, you will be successful as an artist. And by value, I just mean learn to see in values, not in color or form. And whenever I say this, I do see like the form lines, like the outline, negative space, positive space, or whatever you want to call it. I do see that too. But sometimes, like, let's say for example, sometimes for accuracy, I go with outlines. Basically, I just look, okay, we have this right here, this shape goes straight down, then I have this weird triangle-like thingy here, and then I have this big curve which swoops down straight and then gets pinched right at the end, right? So I also use this, but I also see this shape, for example, for this value, this light value, okay? So how can I put this? You learn all of them and you use them all seamlessly. This is what I'm trying to get at, So once you learn how to use them all, you will get way better results, because you can just switch in between all of them and use all of them. Basically get the positives of all of them, Anyway, let me just put some music for myself and let's get out of this drawing, because it's gonna amount to my final how many hours I spent on it. I don't want that. I waste so much time, bro. I waste way too much time. It's great. Great. The values aren't working here. Great. So as you can see, I just fixed the values even more a little bit. I'm gonna blend this more, this part right here, because the edges aren't that sharp on the actual reference. Great. But right now, look, I'm just picking stuff that doesn't really matter. I wanna fix the lips, so that's what I'm gonna focus on. Let's go. So right there is a really soft edge. I'm gonna grab a charcoal brush and I'm looking very attentively. I want to sell the likeness, okay? I want to sell the likeness. I just want her to look like Aurora, right? So because of that, you have to sell the likeness. You have to make her look like Aurora. So I will do all of these fixes with this charcoal brush, while at the same time this charcoal brush is gonna take away all of those brush strokes that make it look not like a lip. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, you just have to look. Okay, so I have to simplify this way more because realism isn't really like having 1,000 details. It's about it reading from distance. That's all we care about. Even if you look at something like John Singer Sargent, if you zoom in on a lot of individual stuff, they don't really read from the distance, they read from afar. That's what we are trying to get at. You don't need it to read from close up, you need it to read from afar. Okay. So this is the before and after. I messed a little bit with that. Now I'm gonna add those little cuts in the oh my god, the lips. How can I not? And there's a teeny tiny little line here, which I will add. There it is. That's it. I won't mess with it anymore. Now I'm gonna go to the ear. Okay. In my own opinion, this is kind of finished. The rest is just teeny tiny little details. So what do I need to do now? It's fairly simple. I want to take the Van Gogh brush that I made, and I'm gonna go make this. I'm just gonna experiment a little bit, so maybe like that. No. Maybe bring back the background into it. No. No, I don't like that either. I'll just leave it like this, okay? Duplicate this. I want a teeny layer to be even darker. Great. Just right here, I want it also to be darker. There we go. This right here, I want it lighter. Nah, leave it. Leave it as is. I think this is about it. Yeah. I'm happy with this result. What do you all think? Is this good? Anyway, let's sign this. And let's move on. Great. There we go. Oh, okay. Now that I've finished this, let's delete that. I don't need it anymore. Now that I've finished this, what should I do? Let's see. What photos do I have saved here? Oh, I think I'm gonna stop this. Oh, take care and have a